we? MTA! Where are we? Florida! 1, 2, 3, welcome to Miami!
As I was going through the process with each student, I realized that the expectations were a little bit different from what they could actually get in the United States. So that's how we decided 3 years ago to organize a trip in the United States. And I think that this process is very important because we have about 85 to 90% of our students going to the United States after they graduate. And I think that they're just going to be able to build up a strong project since a very young age, and it's going to help them have a better understanding of what they could get and how they're just going to have to work to get where they want to be.
We saw a lot of universities. I think in America you have a lot of universities for every kind of person. Depends on if you want to have a big campus, you want to have a small campus.
The students could compare the sizes, the location, the tennis level. That was one of the most important things of the trip. So we went to FGCU. It's a top Division I program, huge university. We had the chance to watch FGCU against the University of Buffalo. It's two top Division I programs, and the students were just able to see how they were fighting, how they were screaming, cheering for each other. So it was a very good experience to watch it.
We are FGCU! Let's go again. Come on, come on.
At the end, the coach gave us some of his time to just speak to him and show us around the university.
He gave us a lot more information than I expected he would, but it was really interesting to listen to his point of view as a coach.
Work on your doubles. I mean, even if you don't like doubles, if you practice doubles, you'll become a better singles player also. No matter where you go, your academics are going to be very important.
We were very fortunate as well to be in Florida, and so we've had the chance to practice on court in the university, but as well do the fitness on the beach. And I think to create bonding in the group, that helps a lot.
One set, let's go. 5! Good job, come on! One strong step outside!
Barry University is #1 in Division II. It's one of the best programs. It was good for the students to also watch a match out there because they realized that even though it's a Division II program, it's much more stronger than a lot of Division I schools.
So we saw Barry versus Lynn, which was two top D2 schools. It was a deciding match, and it was just, Lynn was all over that. They were incredible.
The cool thing is if you go to universities in Miami, there's so many other things to do there other than study and play tennis. You could literally do whatever you want. And it was cool that we could also do that when we were there, so we could see the things that we could do outside of tennis and school.
We had the opportunity to find out about a new project, Atlantis University. They were just opening a men's and women's tennis program, and the coach welcomed us to visit the university and talk directly to him and see the facilities.
You're not going to be a number here. We want to know you by name. We want to see you participate. We want to see you graduate at the end. And that's really the ultimate goal for us. At the end of the day, I will tell you this. In college is where your friends for life are going to come out.
I think my favorite university was Lynn. the campus was really modern and it was really new.
You know, it's really exciting when we have students that come and visit the university. We feel we have a very special place here.
The energy and the vibe was just, everything was bright. It was really technological and modern, where everything was on devices, no notebooks and just cool stuff like that.
The tennis level, I think, was the best one we saw, by level and by UTR and everything.
From the minute we got there, even when they were just practicing, like the girls, they were really uplifting to each other.
No, we work every day, right? We work hard, we try to get better, we try to improve ourselves mentally and physically. The academic part is part of it as well, to show discipline. But when you come to a place like Lynn or Barry, you have a chance of winning a national championship.
I want to go to a university like that because I want to be a good tennis player in the future. Miami Heat versus Dallas Mavericks, that was really cool because it was my first time watching an NBA game.
You know, the NBA game was beautiful.
It was my first and it was really cool. It was even better than I expected. FAU, I remember that it was unique because it's kind of spread out, just like a city in a way, but everything's also unified and combined, so you don't really feel left out because even though it's a really large campus, you can still feel at home, I guess. We saw a player that graduated from here, and it was cool to see how people that leave from here get to go to universities like that.
When you start practicing, they're used to practice as an individual sport, and we try to implement different situations that they're not used to, where it's all about the group.
I would say the biggest difference for playing tennis in the USA would be the mindset and the feeling of being together as a team and playing for a purpose of winning as a team and not just winning yourself.
All the situations we set up, all the speeches that we had in between plays, they were all group-oriented, I would say. And it's all about pushing that into their brain so they understand that at the end of the day, I'm not looking at him as a player, but I'm looking at them as a whole group.
The University of Miami, stood out instantly. I mean, it was the one that I think everyone knew they were gonna enjoy. It was just a different level to see the size of the campus and how everything is kind of joined together in a way, and how they have different stores on the campus and all that. But the tennis level was incredible. I mean, I've seen pretty good tennis, and that's for sure up there. And it brought it to a different level, the atmosphere again.
I'm a strong believer in the US college system. It's a system where you can combine academics and tennis at a very high level, but you don't have to give up on any of the two.
And definitely changed my perspective of just seeing the US college tennis, the system, the team spirit obviously is one of the coolest things I think about the trip.
Even though I only have 4 years till I graduate, it still gives you so much motivation to want to be there, especially when we were able to see the student lifestyle in the dorms and things like that.
I can't wait to be next year and to help the new student athletes.